Hello everyone. So the next topic which we will be discussing here is about the apoptosis and cancer. So these are the two different terms, but there is a relation which has been established by the scientists, that the relationship between the apoptosis and cancer. So we will be discussing each of these terms in detail, and at the end we will establish a difference between a relationship between the two. So, what is apoptosis? So, apoptosis, it is a term which can be defined as a natural biological process of the programmed cell death. What is it? It is the programmed cell death, in which the cells destroy themselves for maintaining the smooth functioning of the body. Now, apoptosis and the programmed cell death, they are often used they are basically the synonyms of each other. So apoptosis is most common form of the programmed cell death. So there are several non-apoptotic programmed cell death such as autophagy and necroptosis that have been reported. So apoptosis, it is a biological process in which occurs in almost all the multicellular organisms, and that also includes the plants as well as the animals. Now, apoptosis, there are basically two forms of apoptosis or two forms of cell death. Now, what are they? They are the programmed cell death, which is called as the apoptosis, which is our main focus of the study, and there is an uncontrolled death of the cells, which is called as the necrosis. So both these, apoptosis and the necrosis, they occur under different circumstances and they involve different steps as well. So apoptosis, which is a programmed cell death, is a biological process which occurs in all the multicellular organisms, and it removes the cell from the organisms that should no longer be the part of the organism. So this process plays a major role in the development of the humans and in the development and maintaining a healthy system. So according to the studies and facts, it has been seen that on an average there are about 50 to 80 billion cells that die each day or every day in adult human due to the process of apoptosis. So during this biological process, there are infected cells, there are precancerous cells, and there are other cancer cells which are being eliminated, and they maintain the balance of the cells in our body. So therefore, it is very essential process that is responsible for the normal development of the cells, cell cycle maturation, and maintaining the regular function and activities of the cells. So apoptosis, it occurs in all the vertebrates. Next, the topic which we will be discussing here is about the cancer. So cancer, it is one of the most feared disease in the world. Why? It is one of the most feared disease in the world because worldwide it has been seen that worldwide more than 10 million people come to this disease every year. And in humans, there is a cell differentiation and proliferation that are highly manipulated and regularized by the cell division mechanism. And whenever there is an uncontrolled cell division process which occurs, that is called as the contact inhibition, which fails. So you can see here the first is being represented as the cancer cell. So there is an uncontrolled division of the cells, and the second is the normal cells. So you can see in the blue that there is an uncontrolled division of the cells which takes place here. Now the cancer has also been divided into two parts, that is the benign tumor and the malignant tumor. So what are these? So benign tumor is basically localized at a particular location. So there is an uncontrolled growth at a particular location in the body. It does not spread to the other parts of the body, and it is generally harmless. So this is not very harmful for the human species. They are generally harmless because it occurs only at a particular location in the body. So, however, when a benign tumor occurs in areas such as brain, it can turn fatal. So, treatment often involves the surgery, and it does not grow back. So, this is the benign tumor. The malignant, they are cancerous in nature. What are they? They are cancerous in nature, meaning that they will grow quickly and spread to other tissues of the body. So the ability to spread is called as the metastasis. So the ability of the spread is the metastasis. So usually cancer cells metastasis when it gets into the bloodstream or the lymph nodes and form the secondary tumors across various sites in the body. So this is what the types of cancer is. The next comes is the relationship which has been established between the apoptosis and the cancer. So as we have discussed that cancer, it is an uncontrolled division of cells that leads to the development of the tumor. So we have discussed the two tumors also, that is the benign and the malignant tumor. So if the apoptotic signaling works properly, these these unwanted division of the cell can be removed from the body. The main reason for the cancer is that they have the ability to prevent the apoptosis and therefore multiply uncontrollably. So if the apoptosis fails to work, the cancer will happen. This is the main reason of cancer, that it will have the ability to prevent the apoptosis and therefore it will multiply uncontrollably. So apoptosis, it is an ordered cellular process that occurs in the physiological and pathological conditions. So the problem is due to too much apoptosis. It will lead to, for example, in cases such as degenerative diseases, while in others, too little apoptosis is the culprit. And cancer is one of the scenarios where too little apoptosis occurs, resulting in the malignant cells, and that will not die. So the mechanism of apoptosis is very complex and it involves many pathways as well. So this is a figure which is representing the relationship that was being established between the apoptosis and the cancer. So we will be discussing that in detail now. So cancer, it can be viewed as a result of succession of some of the genetic changes due to which a normal cell is transformed into a malignant one, while the invasion of the cell death, which is one of the essential changes in the cell that causes its malignant transformation. So as you can see, there is a mutation which is occurring in the P50 gene. So that may lead to the cancer. Then this reduced expression of the caspases, increased expression of IPAs, then disrupted balance of the BCL2 family and the various kinds of proteins which are present. And there's an impaired receptor signaling pathway. So here what is happening? There's a reduced expression of death receptor is here. There is a reduced expression of death signals is here. So expression of the decoy receptor without the death domain. So there are, it is representing many factors which can lead to the cancer. When there is a dysregulated apoptosis, it can lead to the cancer. So the mechanism by which the invasion of apoptosis occurs can be broadly divided into disrupted balance of pro-apoptotic and anti-apoptotic proteins, then reduce caspase function, impaired death receptor signaling. So this is the figure which is representing all of this in a detailed manner. So this was all about it. This was all about the apoptosis in the cancer and how the dysregulated apoptosis can lead to the cancer disease, and mainly the malignant cancer, which spreads all over the body and become harmful for the body as well. So these are some of the references. Thank you.